me having 2 YouTube channels for ASMR. I have over 100 ASMR videos over there on my Patreon. I've been doing Patreon for about a year and a half now, and I post 3 to 4, sometimes 5 videos per month for $5. So essentially the cost of my coffee. You get extra ASMR videos from me every single month, plus you get to know a different side to me, a more intimate side, get to know more about my past, story times, and you get to pick the kind of content you want to see. So just an option for you as always. The link is in the description box below. We are going to start off with a bang. And I'm hoping that this will grow on me, and that, I want to use it in the future more. But as of now, that's not the case. And that is my Apple Watch. Now, this was a gift from Christopher, which makes me sad, but I wanted it. Let me tell you, I wanted it so bad, and I asked for it, and he bought it for me. So, even though I didn't buy it, he bought it for me, but I could have gotten anything else. He would have bought me whatever I really wanted within his budget. So either way, I just never wear it. It's never charged. I feel like the battery dies very fast, and I just never think to put it on. Really, I don't have anything against it. I just don't use it enough to, to say, hey, this was worth the money. So yeah, it makes me sad, and I'm going to make it a point after filming this video to try and use it more often to keep you posted on how that goes. But as of right now, I think, I've worn it maybe 10 times in the entirety that I've had it, and I've had it for 7 months. So I just don't get a ton of use out of it. So that was the first item. Second, is this the Victoria Beckham. The packaging is stunning though. It's beautiful, and it's extremely weighty. It's very heavy. This is the signature smoky eye brick, and so the shadows in here are beautiful. They are stunning. My gripe is that there's only 4 shadows, which that's why I'm saying it's a stupid purchase on my part, because I knew that. I still bought it, but not gonna be like, oh, you know, she just wore that bathing suit because it's bright and red and has cherries all over it. That kind of thing. People are gonna notice that you wear it a lot. Where a black bathing suit is a black bathing suit, you know. Anyway, it comes with these cute high-waisted bottoms, and as you can see, they haven't been worn. Okay, I don't know if I said I got these from Free People or not, but when I tell you these were so insanely expensive, I think these bottoms were about $150, and the top was around $100, so almost $300 for this bathing suit. And I don't see like a huge difference in quality in terms of like my other bathing suits that I have that I paid like $60-$70 for in total. I had to have this. I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be such a good bathing suit. Blah 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 blah. Literally. Oh, now I'm gonna make it a point to wear it. I wore the top, but I didn't wear it as a set yet, which is random, but just haven't been using it enough to justify that crazy price. And like I said, the quality wasn't what I expected. Like, there's nothing super special about it that warrants that price. But these are from a sustainable brand. They make all sustainable clothing, and I can't tell you how much I love these bottoms. They only had them in two colors. These and like a blue and white. They kind of like a tie-dye looking. So I got those two with a matching top. And I got a matching top for these. But these are like super high-waisted. They are so cute on. Literally so cute. And they kind of sit you in like a way where it makes you look like you have a really nice shape. And what's cool about these is the way that they're made. You can, because they're like cinched here, and there's extra material here, so you can like decide how high-waisted you want them to be. You can have them less high-waisted and just have like look a little scrunchy because the sides are scrunchy, or you can pull it all the way up and have them be super high-waisted and just kind of cinch in on the sides. It's brilliant and it looks very high fashion, and I'm literally obsessed with them. If they came out with a million other colors, I would buy them. They weren't cheap. I think this was $80 for just the bottoms, but like I said, these were worth the price. I've worn them so many times, and you can mix and match because they're black, so they can go with a bunch of different tops. And to me, you know, that's worth it. I'm willing to pay a little more for good quality and a brand that's trying to help the earth and be more eco-friendly, and for something that I'm gonna get good use out of. So the next thing is this coat. Now it is a very thick sherpa, and it is fully lined, and it is like a teddy bear and I'm very fruity inclined. Anything that's a fruity scent, I'm all about. And I seen this. It's the Tom Ford Bitter Peach perfume, and I'm like, Tom Ford Bitter Peach sounds right up my alley. I love peach. Like, I love it. It's one of my favorite scents. It's one of my favorite fruits. Just love it. Now, I was imagining this being like a sweet scent with like maybe a little bit of like tart, like a little bit of bitterness, like a sexier, sweeter scent. Look how pretty the bottle is. So, like bitter peach, you think sweet, right? It smells, first of all, it's too strong, and second of all, I don't smell a single second of peach in this perfume. Like, not a single second. And I'm probably gonna end up like putting this on a resale site, like my Poshmark or something, because if you Google the price of this perfume, you'll probably throw up in your mouth. It's extremely expensive, but like I said, I have his Lost Cherry version, and I love it. And throughout the years, I don't buy a ton of perfumes, maybe 3 tops per year, maybe. Most of the time, just 1 or 2 a year. And I'm like, okay, I'll spend the extra money. I love peach so much, and I love the cherry one so much, and it's the same, like, along the same lines. No, I'm not impressed. Not a single bit. And I keep trying to, like, force myself, like, okay, maybe it'll grow on you. Keep smelling it. Keep spraying it. I smell baby powder. And, like, I don't know, but it's not sweet. It's just a disappointment and a huge bummer. Like, as it wears, it'll start to smell a little bit peachy, like hours into the day, but the first couple hours, I don't like how it smells. And I don't want to not like how I smell, especially for over $300. Okay. By the way, I'm finishing up my Poshmark, and I'm just waiting on a P.O. box because I don't want to have to put a return address on these items. And my Patreons are going to get first dibs. They're going to know when it goes live first. And then, about maybe a couple days after I let them know, I'll tell everybody else. So this next thing is actually an item that I adore. I have many of these, and I absolutely love them. I'm obsessed. But I'm a sissy. I'm a wuss. I bought this so long ago, like at least a year ago, and I have not worn it. Tag is still on it. It's the Divine Hooded from Lululemon. something white if it was on the cheaper end of the spectrum, if it wasn't so expensive. And I'm like, okay, I can wear this to the gym with some colorful leggings, and you know, it'll look super cute. I can wear it just for like leisure wear. And I had all these good intentions, and I've yet to wear it because I don't want to ruin it. I'm so scared. Even me holding it right now, I'm scared I'm gonna get something on it. Like, sometimes I see people doing hauls and they got full faces of makeup on and they're putting on white clothing. I'm like, what? For me, like, my mom is really good at getting out stains, like getting white back to its purest form. But for me, I've never been able to do it very well. I've never been good at getting like stained white clothes back to like the purest, most beautiful white that they were when I bought it. So yeah, it's just a waste because I'm scared to wear it. Alright, this one's a punch to the gut as well. Now I have 2 or 3 pairs of slides. 3. I have Balenciaga, Givenchy ones, and Gucci ones. These are Gucci slides. For the people that ask for tapping. These are Gucci. Just take a look here. You can see that they are fully black, right? There's this raised Gucci design, logo and trademark. Now, these are super cute, and again, I will still use them because they were pricey and I bought them. But in comparison to my Givenchy slides, my Givenchy slides, these are nowhere near as comfortable as the Givenchy slides. I find myself reaching for those daily. Like, I wear them. I wear them so much. These ones I barely reach for, and it's because the fit is snow here in New York. We didn't know. New York. So, because of that, I keep trudging around in the snow in these with socks on and get my feet all soak wet. So, like I said, I can do like fall and spring. But I have other ones that I reach for more. Well, I don't reach for these at all. But I have. Maybe I can start wearing them in the house at least, so I could get some use out of them. But for just house shoes for the price I paid, stupid purchase, Rachel. I wasn't thinking, and I impulse bought these, and it was a dumb move on my part. Was a couple of these purchases. So, like I said, I'll be doing a part 2. I have like 7 or 8 more items off the top of my head that I know of right now. But I don't want this to get too long, so if you want part 2, like this video. Like the video for more my dumbest, nonsensible, all-time dumbest purchases. Yeah, comment, like the video, subscribe, please. Let's get to 100,000 family members. I would love that. I really want to hit that milestone so that I can show my sister. As most of you know, we are not going to have her on this earth very long. We don't know how long. The doctors haven't told us that. And I don't even know if they know. It's a situation that can turn critical within seconds. So we don't know. But I would love to be able to get that plaque and go show her. That would be something that I would never forget for the rest of my life. So, same with my grandpa. I would love to get that and show him. It's a lot easier to explain to people about, what you're doing on YouTube when you can physically show them something. And I've worked really hard. Very late nights as a mom, staying up filming and stuff, so I'm not asking for pity. I love what I do, and I'm very blessed to have this opportunity and to have you guys watch me. But I would really appreciate if you're not subscribed, if you would do so we can hit that milestone and celebrate